Hello, life path number 1. Welcome into your reading. Welcome in, welcome in. Putting on my headband so I can not have flyaways in my face. All right, as I'm putting down your spread, guys, it took me a while to get to this point to do your life path reading because I needed to come up with a unique spread. Like I do with your zodiac signs, because in your zodiac signs, that spread is mine. I don't use anybody else's. I made it up and I like it, works for me, and it helps. So what's the difference between your life path and your zodiac tarot readings? Well, one is astrology versus numerology. This is numerology. So long story short, we use astrology, the planet alignment, to along with your zodiac sign, to help us tell what is more or less going to, or likely to happen in your future. We can divine things in your future regarding your zodiac sun sign, sometimes your moon and your rising, but there's also numerology. You are a number. So with that said, the theory I like to use, guys, is the Pythagoras theorem. The Pythagoras theorem is the ancient philosopher Pythagoras himself, 500 BC, when he came up with the theory in mathematics, you know, the hypotenuse, etc., blah, blah, blah. He believed that within numbers, there was actual vibrations, like music notes. And then through the vibrations, he could communicate that within somebody's life path with their name and their birthday. Obviously, we're not doing names. And the most common way is just to do the birthday, like I have below in the description. The long story short, he noticed patterns that people would do with those life paths. He would notice from the positives and the negatives, and those who didn't follow their true north or their path, he saw how badly that they regressed. Those who did follow pursuit of their life path, they did well. And knowing this can give you some insights, some shortcuts into your life on how to mitigate some problems that you have. In general, life path 1, you're leaders, you're born leaders, but you're also hard workers. You like to follow direction. You believe in rule, law and order. You believe in crossing the T's, dotting the I's. And you're very, very self-critical about yourself. That's like something you need to work on. You don't have to be. What else do we know about you guys? Besides being self-oriented, the worst traits that you might have is, and I'm not saying you are, like the negative could be somebody who could be egoistic. I doubt that that's who you are, because you're tuning into my channel. You're here to enlighten yourself. You're here to, and what does enlighten mean? It's the destruction of oneself in the sense of taking apart, destructing the human construct, peeling back the layers to see what our dark side, our shadow side, the things about us to get to the truth, the answers of who we are, to seek a better path. Like, for example, when you're sitting there saying to yourself, I don't get it. Why am I repeating cycles? Why isn't anything changing for me? This is it. You're questioning those beliefs. So here you are. Now, for the month of February, the overall theme is going to be the Two of Wands. Jesus, I feel like this is the whole collective. I feel like for everybody, you're shedding whatever had happened to you in 2021. And 2022 is you tying up those loose ends. And come in February, that's no different, because you're at a fork in the road, and that's going to be your overall theme. It looked like in the recent past you might have walked away from a situation, a marriage, a job, a person, something. All right? There was a lot of fighting, arguing, a lot of defending oneself, putting up boundaries. After you had a new beginning. Interesting. What's going on back here? Give me a sec. I want to see your backstory. All right, so it looked like you had somebody that you were involved with heavily, right? You invested your time and energy from that person, and then you moved away. You moved away from this person, whoever your baby mama was, or your sugar daddy, or somebody that you had done some serious growth in this world with, because you invested time and energy in that person. You left that person or situation, and you went towards a lover. And lovers here, sorry for the distraction, guys. Of course, there's always going to be somebody. You moved on. You told yourself, you know what, I'm going to cut my losses and move on. Some of you could have had a divorce or something like that. Or others of you, this is you dealing with the law, justice. Here's your lawyer potentially with this King of Swords, or the person that you're dealing with, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You started reviewing your options in a situation, and then you had this new opportunity into something solid, whether this was a job or a relationship. It was new. I'd be remiss if I didn't say something as far as that lover is concerned. That lover is a lover or a business partner. Okay, but then all of a sudden somebody was very defensive, very pushing away the other person, and that caused you to detach emotionally and break off. And now you're reviewing your options with the fork in the road. So I don't know if you're dealing with dual energies from your past and now you're completely alone altogether, or what you're thinking, because you're at that fork in the road. One. Now in your situation, I do have the 6. Wow, this is great. It looks better than that. I have the 6 of Wands and the 4 of Wands. You're taking some action towards moving in with somebody or creating a foundation with somebody. You could be getting engaged here. All right, so let me show you what I'm talking about. This on its own talks about success. So if this is work, this is excellent. This is you creating your own foundation, your own business. And Wands, you're very much all about being your own bosses. You like I said, you're pioneers. You excel. You take risks. And look what you do. Look what you achieve. You believe that if with hard work, you can achieve anything. Anything at all. And maybe you are. That's what you're doing here. But you are succeeding and you're getting kudos for that. If this is in a relationship, you are successfully moving in or buying a home or getting engaged some kind. We'll clarify that and we'll see why this is all happening. Because you're single, but you're facing an ending of some kind. I don't know if this is an end of an old job, an old business, or a marriage, but you're single and you're looking at your financial independence. I don't know if you're trying to recover something here though, with the 10 of Swords in reverse. Feels like it's like you're, I don't know, maybe some of you are separated. Feels like that. So you're in that weird gray area from single, not single. That's why it's happening to you. This whatever is happening, your situation. What's going on in your immediate environment, meaning your family, your home, your parents, your children, your siblings, your husband, your wife, whatever. I have 2 major arcana, the Star and Death. Wow. Death and rebirth and going towards your true north, where you're meant to go. All right? Healing, restoration, going towards your true north, optimism. Some of you, could even be like celebrityness. Who knows? Something ended, but now you're recovering. And it's profound. What's going on in the external environment, globally, your purpose, why you're here to do what you're here, what the universe wants you to do. The Hangman and the Devil in reverse. Very interesting. You're very stuck because this is the most interesting part of all. You're stuck right now trying to see something from a different perspective. One that's not fucking toxic. You're acknowledging. Okay? You're acknowledging there's certain toxic situations, toxic patterns that are being repeated, and you're trying to acknowledge it and see it and try to stop it and cut it at the pass. Because universe doesn't want you to repeat cycles. They don't want you to be the hamster on the wheel in your head, telling you months and years go by and you're doing the same shit over and over again. So maybe you're stuck trying to finally look at it. Interesting. There is something toxic here, but you're fighting it, and that's good. And why does the universe want you to do that? Because the universe is like, okay, when you get to the summit, motherfucker, I need you to lend out your arm and pull everybody up. That's your purpose here. Because you are leaders. You're your own bosses. You excel in management. You excel at being the first. You need to be a perfect leader. Spirit doesn't want you to have any toxicity attached to you. They want you to come from a place of positivity so you can extend your arm and pull other people up. Because when we say we paved the way, it means it was gravel, it was dirt before you came along. And you cleaned it, and now you can pull up people behind you to bring new people into this world, to enlighten others, to open their eyes so they could be doctors and scientists and achievers. Because you create something, because you invent something, because you just clear the way for others. And they want you to see something in a different perspective and open your eyes, and whatever toxic patterns you keep repeating, it's time to break those. All right? Maybe it's people you hang out with. maybe dating the same people, maybe taking the same jobs. You're meant to go to different places. Now, self. This is self. And I'm going to explain my spread in a second to everybody. This is a creative new project. I don't know. It can also be a passionate new beginning. I don't know. I'll know when I clarify. So you might know because I'm just reading the cards and you know this is your life. This is coming in. This is February. It didn't happen yet. So this is the prediction part. This is a creative new project or this is a passionate new beginning. Now in your outcome, there is some bit of fortitude happening here, meaning you're almost at the end, so you can't give up now. Also, this is somebody potentially that's emotionally guarded, wounded, exhausted, tired. Can I have one more for the outcome, please? For the ones, please, for Half-Life 1. Yeah. All right, so in your outcome, you have the Page of Pentacles with this Nine of Wands. You're going to receive a small offer, but it's like somebody's opening the door for you to come in, but this person is also emotionally guarded. It could be you too. So it can be vice versa in your outcome. More when I clarify. I just wanted one more card to give to you because the only people who are going to get the clarifications here are the members. I'm sorry. I'm going to clarify the situation for everybody. But those of you that are memberships, guys, it's in the first tier. It's less than a cup of coffee. And I will clarify that in the extended. But this is telling me for the outcome in the month of February, you are getting a small offer, but it's coming from somebody who's emotionally guarded. Or it can be you. So it's like you're trying to be cautious here in regards to whatever this is. Now, I want to get one card from the Moonology deck, one from your Romance Angels, and one from your Angels of Abundance. So we're going to cover all three. All right? Life Path 1, please. This is too many. Life Path 1, please. I'll take those. And this came out twice. Balance spirituality with practicality. Yeah, I have a feeling why this is saying what it's saying. Balance spirituality with practicality. I feel like you kind of do this already. I'll tell you why. Because you're listening to my channel. You're listening to this video, if you are listening by now. Because you guys are very practical, all right? And not so spiritual. But the cool thing about spirituality and the cool thing of what this is, spirituality talks about working on yourself. It's like the difference between spirituality and metaphysical. Metaphysical is theory. It's what we believe to be out there, the mystical, the esoteric. And spirituality is tools. This is a tool that we're using for you to work on yourself. And let's break down spirituality. What's the difference between spirituality and religion? Dumbest example I can give you, somebody sitting there praying, oh God, please, change my circumstance. What? No. Spirituality, oh my God, how am I going to change my circumstance? Well, here, you're going to do this, and then you're going to do that, and these are your tools, and this is your advice. This is it. You're working on yourself. So they're saying balance your spirituality with your practicality. Life Path 1s don't really. You're very practical. You're very logical. You're very rational. You don't. The spirituality is probably at the back tail end of all the life cycles. But if you're listening to this, you're doing it. You're working on it. You're listening. And I noticed it's interesting, and I know it piques your curiosity because I was shocked to see myself, like when I released the descriptions of these videos, how many more views there were on Life Path 1 than anybody else that actually is very spiritual, like the 9s and the 7s. And the seers. It's cool though. You use this if it's interesting, like if somebody can't grasp the idea of what spirituality is and what enlightenment is, use it in the practical sense. If it makes you feel better, it is an understanding of your human construct. It's another version and form of psychology. The cool part is, how can the cards possibly be so connected to your life and they resonate? Yet they do. We don't know. That's where spirit comes in. All right, so let's see what your cards are saying here. Meditate and contemplate. anything that helps you calm down to just put your mind at ease, it'll help you focus. And then the other card that you got, it's time to take action, new moon in Aries. Yeah. It's time to make moves. Big ones. Let's get your romance cards. You're dealing with true love here. What's one flying down there? Pay attention to the red flags is here. True love is here. And religious factors. Somebody here is fundamentally different from you in culture and in race. So maybe you have a religious background or a cultural background or an ethnic background, or it can't even be an age difference, age gap. It could be academic background. It's something fundamentally different from the two of you. But it's true love is here, and pay attention to the red flags. What's the red flags? It's the devil and the hamster on the wheel in your head. I'm going to clarify these with Tarot also in the extended, so I'm going to put those on the side. But for this reading, I will clarify this, if I find my deck. Yes, here it is. Universe, Angel, Spirit Guides for Life Path 1. What is this Four of Wands and the Six of Wands? That's awesome. But you're at a crossroads. You're at a fork in the road. What are you doing? Why? Leave me your comments. I'm curious and nosy. And tell me if you like this type of reading, if it resonates, if I should tweak it. By all means, leave me your comments. Also, please tell me what your zodiac sun sign is. I'm curious. I'm curious to see where you guys will fall in. Eight of Cups in reverse. Somebody has come back. Somebody that you weren't talking to with the High Priestess and Two of Wands. So maybe you were married to somebody, engaged to somebody, living with somebody. They're back. But you don't know. All right, so members, we're going to go clarify the rest together in the extended. And we'll clarify the romance cards. But I didn't pull, let me pull one card for you guys from Angels of Abundance for you, the collective right now. And then we'll hop over to the extended. Angels of Abundance, this is more work related, I feel like, if you want to listen in. Donations, tithing, and charitable work. Yup, I knew it. Let me explain that in a second. And it is safe for you to receive. Guys, if you're afraid of starting your own organization, go for it. Meaning nonprofit. You will make money. You will be okay. And this is, I told you, in your life path. Maybe this is what Spirit wants you to do. I don't know. They want you to give back. You will make money too. So don't feel like you're going to go broke or anything like that. Because it is safe for you to receive funds. If you're, maybe they're also talking about you donating to a charity or working with a charity or for a charity. You will make money. You will be fine. So if that also resonates with you, great. All right, guys. I will see you next month. Everybody else, hit the link down below for the extended.